that is a powerful moment. And as a soul chooses that moment to moment, we realize we don't need to be attached to each other. We don't need to be attached to people, to situations, to events, to expectations. It's not that important. What we need to do is stay aligned with our own source.
Yes.
We need to stay authentic and true and have integrity with ourselves. We need to stand in our power. I had another client, she's like 16 or 17. I think she's 17. Really amazing, angelic soul, but very sad, very depressed, had been through a lot of crap, and is one of these souls that so I could relate to her, because when she would talk to me, it was like seeing myself as a teenager. This is such a sweet girl and so patient, but because she's been dealing with this abusive energy of a friend who really pushed her around, she bullies her, she controls her, she kind of like bribes her to do stuff. And this girl, because she's not in her power, she just lets this girl do this, and she goes along with it, and she resents it and gets angry, but she keeps letting people push her around. And so the same thing, I talked to her about it, and I said, you know, what would be different if you actually stood in your power? Can you imagine what that would feel like to tell this girl no when she's bullying you to do something, instead of doing it and then hating yourself? What if you change that? What if you said to her next time, you know, this doesn't feel right to me, and I'm not going to do anything anymore that doesn't feel right to me, because I am going to love myself, and I'm going to have the integrity and honor what feels right to me. That is my most important choice in every moment, is to do that. And so I spoke with this girl last week, and a situation came up where her friend was projecting on her and bullying her and kind of being nasty. And she just told her, I don't need you in my life anymore. Like, you do not treat me with respect. And I don't think it's good that we hang out anymore, because I deserve people who honor me and who treat me with respect. Do you think this girl was happy about that? If you're waiting for them to be happy about it before you stand in your power, you're going to be waiting a long time, because a soul that is used to pushing another soul around and taking from it energetically, most likely when that soul says enough is enough, the other one is going to be quite upset about that. And that's exactly what happened. This girl was angry. She was lashing out, calling her name, saying hateful things. And when she reached out and told me what happened, she said, you know, Tanya, it felt really hurtful to hear her say all that nasty stuff to me. But at the same time, I feel so good about myself in standing my ground. I feel so good about the choice I made to clear her from my life, because I feel like it's going to be so different now. And I was so proud of her, because that's what it's about. It is not about if everybody likes us. If I worried every day if everyone liked Tanya, I would be freaked out. And I used to be. When I was in my 20s, I was constantly like, oh, am I doing enough? Do they like me? I hope these people like me. Ironically, I attracted all the wrong people to me that didn't like me. And I constantly felt like I was performing to be enough. So if we do the work and we heal ourselves and realize, do I like me? If I like me, that means I have integrity. I'm impeccable with my word. I say what I mean. I mean what I say. I walk my talk. If I like me, I'm doing my best every day. I'm not taking things personal. I'm not making assumptions. My ego is clear. I have released ego, because ego does not help me. It does not make me feel better or more confident. So that becomes the priority, is, do I like me? Not do I care about what everyone else thinks about me? And interestingly enough, when you make this transition, the ones who you've had around you that were just taking from you seem to kind of fade away pretty quickly. But interestingly enough, these other souls will come in that suddenly show you the honor and the kindness and the love and the respect that you've always deserved, but you never let it in vibrationally, because you were so focused on this other energy. You were so focused on proving yourself, on being enough, that that's all that you could let in. And so when we understand the laws of attraction, we really start to get into this place of energy where everything is about energy. It is not about if you're worthy, or that person's better, or were they born in this family, or did this one get this accomplishment. That is all ego. What really starts to matter is, vibrationally, how much do I love myself? Am I in alignment? Do I feel I deserve love? Do I feel I deserve abundance? Do I feel I deserve honor? Because once you understand that you do, and you do not tolerate less than that, everything changes. And yes, many people will leave your life if your whole life has been built, around people who take from you. Don't be sad and cry and freak out when a lot of people leave your life. Celebrate it. Celebrate it and send them love. Thank them for the lessons. When I went through a lot of transition in my own personal life, I remember it actually blew my mind how many people left my life. Family, friends, you name it. But what I realized was what a relief it felt to actually not feel like I had to prove anything anymore, not feel like I had to perform. I could just be me. And if people really loved me, they came closer. And that was nice. And the ones who never really did, they took off, said nasty things on their way out, and I released them with love. When I used to fight it and I used to feel like I had to prove something, that was quite exhausting, and it didn't clear the energy. They kept coming around. And so we got to get to these places where, let's say you got a friend texting you hateful things, and you tell that person, I really deserve to be spoken to with respect. If you can't speak to me with respect, please don't text me again, because this isn't kind. So let's say they do it again and they write you more hateful things. Now you can either honor yourself and you can block their number. You can do many things to actually show them that you're not going to tolerate it. But what I don't encourage is you to keep talking to them and to keep defending yourself and to keep texting them back and to go and tell other people to text. And it just creates so much drama. So if you can just speak your truth to someone and if they show you they do not honor your boundaries, from that point, make a powerful decision to clear them from your movie. Go and block their number. Yes. Call your phone company. Hey, could you block this number? This person's really, kind of terrorizing me and I don't need it. And I would really appreciate if you'd help me. And there's things we can do. And when you do that, I encourage you to go into meditation, connect with that person's energy, connect with the energy itself, not just the person. They're just an actor in your movie coming to trigger a pain that you need to face and deal with. But tune into the energy, the betrayal, the abandonment, the fear, the rejection, whatever that energy represents. Tune into it. Where is it in my body? Ooh, it's in my heart. I feel tense. I feel anger right here. I feel hurt in my heart. So take some breaths, connect with that energy, and say to yourself, this is just an energy. This is an energy. It's an old energy, and it has been hurting me for a long time. What have I learned from this energy? I learned I am enough. I learned I do deserve to be treated with kindness. Thank you to all the souls that I had to draw into my life to teach this to me. Thank you. And I now release you all with love and light. I release this energy in all directions of time, and I deeply love and accept myself. This little mantra, you can do this any moment, any day, repeatedly through the day as energies rise and they don't feel good. Tune into them and release them. You don't have to cling to them. You don't have to fight with them. You don't have to shove them down and deny them or defend them or, try to collect them. I encourage you to learn instantly, feel it, connect and learn from it, and then release it and clear it from your frequency. As you do that, this is the process of ascension, and we rise and we rise and we rise. We keep evolving. One of the things that the angels said to make a point of speaking about was that so many of us, as we're going through ascension, it's like we can get this really weird ego trip even about ascension, like I must ascend now, I must become the first to ascend. Whatever it's about, like whatever your imagination's telling you ascension is, that's causing your ego to tell you you're not doing it right and that you're not there yet, that's what you need to address and clear. Because all of us are on the process of ascension. All of us are in the process, as the angels say, the scientists call it evolution. It is the same thing. We are evolving. We are constantly evolving. We are constantly changing and growing and learning and moving in new directions.
Oh, yeah.
This will never stop. Like, this is the process of life in its simplest form, is constant evolution, constant expansion. So if we're not making it something that we're supposed to reach this destination, which is just what ego loves to tell you, oh, we got to go get that PhD and then we'll be happy. We got to go and get that guy and then we'll be happy. Let's go collect a bunch of stuff and then we'll be happy. If I have $1 million, then I can be happy. It's all that same ego thing. If I ascend faster than that girl, I can then be happy. If I can ascend and go into a heavenly realm somewhere else, then I'll be happy. The truth is, choose to be happy now. Choose the joy and the happiness now. Choose gratitude now. And interestingly, when you stop fighting life, when you stop trying to run from life, when you stop trying to control life to make it go in a way you think it should, you are happy. You're so happy because you're free and you're letting everyone else be free. You're not trying to control where they go, how fast they go, but you can see them. You can observe them. From where I sit, I observe humans that suffer, and I observe the humans that are in joy. I observe it all. But I don't need to race anywhere to be content and at ease. I don't need to get an accomplishment or an achievement to feel like I'm good enough. I am good enough. I am good. I am enough. I am deserving, period. And so are each of you. And so if we can start to see that instead of this spiritual thing, like we're not ascending right and we're not meditating right. We didn't chant Om the right way. We didn't use our mandala beads correctly. We didn't do our yoga posture right and breathe in the way the teacher said. It's all bullshit. If you're on a path to where you're actually practicing being impeccable and doing your best, that is the path, your best. So whatever your best is, that's it. If you're enjoying painting, and it doesn't even matter if it's going to be a painting you sell, that's joy. You're just having fun painting. You're having fun dancing. You're having fun talking and laughing with your friend. I'm having fun on this internet show. Whatever happens with this will happen. But I don't need to chase something to feel like I'm enough. And that's the difference between a soul that is content and at ease and living in their power, living in their integrity, living their best, like doing their best, not taking personally what others have to say, and not making assumptions about what others think or are feeling. This is freedom. And so that's my goal, is to nudge each of you to take the pressure off, like lighten up, guys. Seriously. I was in the workshop. I have a sense of humor, and a lot of times the angels will be speaking to me about really serious things that are not serious, but like important things. And then they'll drop a little joke, or suddenly there'll be something I'll say that'll lighten it. And even sometimes I'll drop an F-bomb, and people are like, "Whoa, she just said that." And it's nothing to like judge or think, oh, there's something wrong, or how come we're not being so serious? We need to be more serious for this to be spiritual. That is what's so out of alignment, is that we do not have to be serious about any of it. It is relaxed playfulness is the path. The more relaxed and playful you are about everything you're connecting with, the more you will enjoy it. The more rigid and controlling and dogmatic you are about it, the more you will cause yourself stress and suffering. You'll probably have problems in your digestion. You'll probably have anxiety issues and heart problems because you are trying to control the universe. You're trying to control everything. And if you let your grip go and you let go of control and you just let yourself be vulnerable, you just let yourself live in the now. And yes, you'll dream, you'll have goals, you'll have things you would like to accomplish, but they'll come from a place of joy. They'll come from a place of hope, but not a place of desperation. Like, I need that in order to feel okay. I encourage you, if you want to have everything you've dreamed come to you faster, relax, let go, and just enjoy what you have now fully. Have deep gratitude for what you have now, and watch how everything you desire will come in very easily and naturally for you. Just something to try. Little shift in perspective.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
there anybody writing in or commenting?